Good evening, everyone. It is late. I'm in winter pajamas, even though it's the end of July, because it's freezing in my room during the summer because the AC unit is directly above this room in this house. So a while ago, I did like a try a chapter tag video, and then I read one of the books, like the book I liked the best for that video. And I don't know, I just got kind of struck with the desire to do it again. Probably not a good time because I have like a million other things going on, but you know, it's stressful, and I thought this would be a good fun thing to do. I don't know if I'm going to read all the first chapters tonight, but I want to show you all the books I picked out. I might read a few tonight, and I'm basically just going to pick the one I like the best or find the most intriguing and read it for this video. I picked 5, and tried to pick like one of each genre, and it's all from my TBR shelf. So that's kind of the goal as well, to like knock a book off my TBR. So the first one is The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson. This is like a YA thriller about a Jack the Ripper, like he's like imitating Jack the Ripper. This is like a really old series from Maureen Johnson that I picked up around the time I was loving Cassandra Clare, and I know that they're friends. I've had it on my TBR forever. I really need to read it. I'm kind of iffy about it because I know there's supposed to be a 4th book, and it like never came out. And like I was looking on Goodreads the other day, and like the fans don't know if it's ever coming out. So I don't know if I like should get invested and then like only to not have a solid ending, but we're gonna try it. Next, I have Daughter of Sparta by Claire M. Andrews. I think she's also written some like adult mythology books, but this is like a YA Greek mythology book. I picked it up because Apollo's in it. That's literally the only reason why. I don't know anything else. I knew Apollo was in it, and it's about mythology, and that was very exciting to me. I got this for my birthday last year, I think, so, you know, just want to, you know, get that off the TBR. I also got this for my birthday last year. It's A Lady for a Duke by Alexis Hall. This is an adult romance, historical romance. I've not read a single historical romance in my life. So I also haven't read an Alexis Hall, and I know he is really popular. So yeah, this is about a trans woman and a man, and like he thinks that she died in war, and they were like besties, but she didn't die. She just used it as an opportunity to become used it as an opportunity to like live as a woman, you know, live her truth, her true identity. So I've heard it's super good. So that one. And then I have The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. My brother got this for me for Christmas this past year. All I know is it's an adult fantasy, kind of like Six of Crows. And I feel like a lot of people have just kind of thought it's average, but I still want to try it, obviously. And then the last one I have is The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz, which is an adult thriller about these people who go on a writing retreat. I think I've heard it's like really wacky, but I'm excited to try it. And I got this book of the month copy from my library for $3. So that was lucky for me. So I guess I'll just start with this one. I think I will read a couple now. I was looking before, none of these first chapters are very long, so maybe I'll just start and let you know. Oh my God. This is the first line of this book. So, all right. Getting right into that. Okay, I'm back. I ended up reading all the first chapters. Also, this is the last one I read. I just read the prologue because it's late and I need to write tonight and I'm tired. So, but I'm a dum-dum. Well, first of all, a lot of these books have maps. There's a map. That was pretty cool. But I got this at the Strand in New York and it's signed to DJ. DJ, why did you donate your signed Maureen Johnson book? Anyway, that was an exciting discovery. I've owned this forever, and I never knew that. So let's rank my interests. And talk about these chapters. So this was just about like a girl and a djinn and introducing them in the world. I was not interested. I was bored, which is upsetting. But so that's definitely not going to get read. The rest of them I enjoyed. I think this one's probably next because not a lot happened in the prologue, but you know, a lady just stumbled upon a dead person, so yeah, classic. The writing is definitely 15 years old. I will say that. When did this come out? I'm gonna say at least 15 years ago. 10 years ago. I'm gonna say, here we go. 2011, 12 years ago. So yeah, that's probably number 2. And then, I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up between these 3. I'm going to have to do some thinking. This one just kind of introduced Viola, I almost said Violet. Viola, the main character, and like how this guy is sad because he thinks she's dead. But I really liked the writing and the tone. This one was just kind of introducing the main character, and like she has beef with her ex-best friend, and they're at a book signing or something. It was pretty good first chapter. I liked the writing of this as well. And then the beginning of this was just like classic YA girl fighting a guy. I mean, it was like an arena. It was like this Spartan girl battling a guy in an arena. And I liked it. So I have to decide what I want to read. You know what? I'm going to see of these 3 if any of these, well, side note, I'm listening to Oathbreaker right now. It's so long, and this audiobook is due in like 9 days. And I have 2 other audiobooks out. So this might not happen for a couple weeks, but let me just check the library and see if any of them even have audiobooks. Okay, be right back. All right, well, unless I want to read this physically, this is out because the audiobook has a 15-week wait. So I think I'm going to set this one aside for now, just because I have other books I want to read physically right now. And honestly, all 3 of these were really enjoyable. I'm having trouble deciding. So yeah, we're going to put this aside. Honestly, I think this one I liked a bit more than this one. So I think I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do Daughter of Sparta. This one didn't have an audiobook either. So I think I'm going to go with this one. I think this is the pick. I'm going to say this now. I think this has a romance with Apollo in it. And if it doesn't, I will be disappointed. I'm just saying that in advance. I mean, I feel like that's what it's saying. I feel like that's what I want so bad. I want a romance with Apollo. So I'm going to manifest that. The synopsis, I feel like, is leading me in that direction. And I really want that right now. Here we go. This is the pick. I got to go right now. It's like 11:30. Okay, bye. Hello. I am here to check in because I'm reading Daughter of Sparta. I got the audiobook. I've been listening to it. I had to drive a lot today, so I was listening to it. I don't know exactly what spot I'm at. I'm about 30% in, so a third of the way through. And I'm going to be honest. I feel like I'm a little disappointed so far. I mean, obviously there's a lot of book left. We have time. But my main draw for this book is that I knew it was a romance between this chick, Daphne, and Apollo. Which, like, that is buzzword of this. Like, I so wanted this romance between her and Apollo, which is happening. But I feel like it's not quite the like dynamic I was hoping for, which isn't Claire and M. Andrews' fault. But like I feel like Apollo's kind of like a Chad. Like I don't know. And she's like it's just not quite the dynamic I want, and I feel like they're already kind of like buddy buddy and we're not even that far in. So I don't know. I don't think it's just quite the dynamic I was looking for. But again, that's not her fault. I'm definitely not going to DNF or anything. I definitely am still invested. I want to see where it goes. I love Apollo so much. Yeah, so far I'm uncertain. So I will finish this week at this point. It's Sunday night. So I'm assuming the next few days I'll just be listening to the audiobook and I will update you and we can close out this video. So hopefully it turns around and I end up liking it a little bit more. So yeah, I don't know. I also feel like the tone is just like her voice, Daphne's voice is just a little annoying. It's just a little like cliche spunky that, is famous in YA, and I just don't quite know if it's working for me. Anyway, I'm going to get ready for bed because it's late. So good night. Hello everyone. I'm folding lots of laundry. I'm like halfway through this book, and I don't like it. I just have no inclination to pick it up. I'm just disappointed because I really thought I was gonna love it. I'll talk more about that when we see where it goes. But I'm making a prediction. I'll put spoilers if anyone's interested. So spoilers. I'm making a prediction right now, and I'm going to be so mad if it's true, but I know it. So, if Daphne is the reincarnation of someone Apollo has loved in the past, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to riot. That's just stupid. Like, I feel like sometimes I like that trope, but I don't know. In this context, I don't want it. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try and finish it tomorrow. Probably won't happen, but hopefully this weekend at the latest. It's Thursday, so. But it's due to the library in like 6 days, the audiobook. So I just have to get through it. Okay. Bye. Hello, it's late. All my laundry has been put away. I got ready for bed. Brushed my teeth and stuff. Well, I was pretty much already ready for bed, but I brushed my teeth. And I actually wanted to do a bit of a longer update because I realized I actually read a lot of this today. So you like my bookmark? My mother-in-law, or future brother-in-law, same deal. She got it for me. It's a little cat. Anyway, I read a lot of this today, actually. I am 234 pages in. I think I have like 100 some more pages. And yeah, I'm not vibing. It's definitely not bad. I think it's like a 3-star read right now, but it's like it's a disappointing 3-star, not like a fun 3-star. I feel like the 3-star rating on Goodreads can really run the gambit. You know what I mean? Like a 2.5 rounded up to a 3, bummer. 3.5, fun time. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. But like I picked this up because I was super excited about a book with a romance with Apollo. I've always loved mythology, specifically Greek mythology. All started with Mr. Rick Riordan. However, I actually have a minor in classical studies is the technical term. I got a minor in college, basically in ancient Mediterranean history, which a lot of it I've forgotten at this point, but I loved this stuff enough to pursue that. I feel like there are a lot of books out there that write about Greek mythology, and I don't know, I haven't really been interested in a lot of them. Maybe I should try and check out more. I have read Circe by Madeline Miller. I did really enjoy that. I think I gave that a 4-star. I do want to read Song of Achilles. What are some other big ones? I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the ones I've seen, there's like Electra. I think It's like, it's not Claire, this is Claire Andrews, but like Claire Haywood or something has written a ton. And I don't know, none of them have called to me, I guess. Maybe I'm just looking for my perfect one. I don't know. There's a ton of Hades and Persephone. Like, there is definitely no lack of material for Greek-inspired books. But I read Lore by Alexander Bracken a couple years ago. That one was also a little bit disappointing. I looked on Goodreads and I gave it a 4. I probably would give it a 3 today. I don't know why I gave it a 4. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off track. Essentially, this is just not the story I wanted. I've always wanted, like I said, a romance between Apollo and someone, because Apollo is my favorite Greek god or favorite mythological figure. I think maybe some of that, I don't know, I was going to say some of it might stem from Rick Riordan's Apollo series, but I don't necessarily think that's true, because Apollo was my favorite before that. I've always thought obviously all the Greek gods are awful and they do terrible things, but I don't know. I always thought maybe Apollo was the least terrible, and I kind of like, he's just like mischievous in a way and kind of like a meme. Like, I don't know, like he always gets rejected by all his love advances, which I think is hilarious. And like, I don't know, his character in the Rick Riordan books just made me love him more, even though it's Rick Riordan's take on Apollo. It was just very funny and silly. And this Apollo is just like a Chad. Like, I don't know. Like, he just doesn't feel like Apollo, which I know isn't necessarily fair. I almost said flair. Fair to Claire M. Andrews, because this is her take on Apollo. But I don't know. He's just, the way the book is structured is like the Olympians are losing their powers. And Daphne is like helping them, and all the muses are missing. So they're trying to get all the muses back and like get the Olympians' powers back or whatever. So like this whole book, Apollo is not doing anything that makes him Apollo. First of all, there's no archery, singing, poetry, healing, etc. He's just doing like random magic shit, like making himself look like somebody else, or like transforming a character into an animal. And I'm like, okay. And I wouldn't necessarily mind if he wasn't using any powers, because I also like the trope of like someone who's not human having to be a human, or like learn from humans, or like anything like that, learning what it's like to be human, etc. I love that trope. It's one of my favorite things ever, but that's not really what's happening here either. I feel like there's no character development for him. He's not learning to be human. He's just like kind of hanging out with Daphne and going on this quest, and their romance feels very blah. It feels like every other YA book I've read, and it just doesn't, I don't know, I just don't feel the chemistry there, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I do not feel their chemistry at all. I don't think there is chemistry at all, which is just so disappointing, because I want that like story like this, like with Apollo and a human, or a god and a human. I don't know. I just think that's so interesting, and this is just not done the way I wanted it to. I'm so disappointed. Disappointments are so much worse than bad books, in my opinion, because this isn't bad. Like, it's definitely not bad. It's just not for me, I guess. I don't know. It's also weird because, like, so this is not really a spoiler. It's fine. I'll just talk about it. At the beginning of the book, this other guy Daphne's interested in kind of like comes after her when she leaves to go on this quest with Apollo, and Apollo turns him into a wolf because he's mad at him or something. Sorry, this book's making me sick. I don't really know, but then they randomly have this wolf traveling with them, and I'm like, what's the point of this? Like, he serves no purpose. I don't get it. Also, Theseus is here on the trip with him. I'm like, why is Theseus here? I'm like, huh? I don't know. I think she's trying to do like a found family situation, but it's just not working. Like, none of the characters have chemistry. Like, I'm not vibing with them. I wish it was just about Daphne and Apollo. Like, the wolf has been here the whole time. Why is this wolf here? And like, she was interested in that guy, and now he's a wolf, and I'm like, this is weird. I don't understand this. I don't know. It's a trilogy as well. Like I'm gonna finish this, but I'm not. It's not happening. Which again, I'm just so bummed. Like I think my fiance bought this for me because I told him how like excited I was for this and how much I thought I would like it. So I'm just bummed. I'm disappointed, y'all. I thought this video was gonna be way more like triumphant. Maybe I can read another one of the books. Oh, sorry. The writing retreat I checked today, it comes in 8 weeks. So, do I want to wait 2 months though? Probably not. But I just feel like it's such a bummer. You know? Anyway, this has been a super long clip. I did not mean to ramble about this book for this long. I'll probably just update one more time when I finish with my final thoughts, but that's basically most of my thoughts. Like I just don't care, you know? And I've been very unmotivated to pick this up. So I'm glad I did listen to a lot today. Anyway, I desperately need to go to bed. Good night. Hello, everyone. I come to you. I'm wearing my AirPods. Hopefully the sound is the same. I don't know. I come to you in my new X-Men sweatshirt. Let me show you. I pull up my pants. I'll show you the back. It's too hot right now to wear this because I was just putting a bunch of stuff away, but I wanted to show you. I got it for my birthday. My birthday was this past Tuesday, and I do want to update you on finishing Daughter of Sparta, but at first I thought we could do a little birthday book haul really quick. First of all, I got this Owl Crate. I got this book in an Owl Crate. I signed up for the fantasy only adult fantasy only box because I don't need like the stuff. I got it for 3 months, so in 3 months we'll see if it's in the budget, but I got these 3 months for my birthday to myself. And this month was Masters of Death. Okay, I'm really hot. I showed you the sweatshirt. It's coming off. Hopefully I don't knock an AirPod loose. All right. Whew. Dang, usually my room's really cold, but I'm toasty. So it's Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. It's about like a vampire and a ghost or something. I'm not exactly sure. This edition, ow, gosh, my Fitbit is trying to kill me. This edition is beautiful. Let me show you like all the good goodies. So this is the cover. In the back, it says everything's a game if you play it right. We got black sprayed edges. We have these like characters, and then the inside looks like this. Lots of, ooh, don't creak like that. And then there's a reversible dust jacket. It's real, like, if you want to see my reaction, me opening this, go to my TikTok. I'll link it below. I think it's just I'm the Bookmobile on TikTok. This like blew my mind. I'm not used to getting special editions like this. It's beautiful. The Atlas 6 was disappointing to me, but I am gonna give Olivia Blake another try. Maybe I'll do like a giving authors a second chance video, but I only gave the Atlas 6 3 stars. I don't know. Let me know if you'd want to see that. But there's this. And then this weekend, my fiance and I went bookshop hopping for my birthday, and I got 5 books. So first we went to Barnes & Noble, and I had rewards, and I got these for $5, which was crazy. But I got The Lights of Prague by Nicole Jarvis, which is about like a vampire hunter or something. This has kind of been on my radar for a while. I've not really heard anyone talk about it, but the cover is really cool and I wanted it. And then I got Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody, which is funny. My book is called Ace of Swords, so I always think my book. And the Ace of Spades, which is another really good book. I'll pop the cover on the screen. Definitely recommend that one. It's like a, what's the term? Dark academia thriller YA thing. Anyway, so this is kind of like a Six of Crows-esque book is what I've heard, and I hadn't really been interested in it at all, but I really loved, actually it's right here, let me grab it. I loved, oh gosh, everything's falling. I love this duology. co-written by Amanda Foody, especially the second book. I love the second book. I love this duology, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to go back and try her other book. This is her, like, main trilogy, I'm pretty sure, that she's written. So we're going to try that. I'll put all that back in a second. Then we went to an indie bookstore, and I got this comic, The Astonishing Spider-Man and Wolverine. I don't know. I just like Wolverine. So I was like, this will be fun. And I mean, there's no, like, one on the side, so I'm hoping that it's just, like, a standalone little adventure that I can read real quick and have a good old time. Wait, let me see if it says, like, in the front. It just says issues 1 through 6. I don't know if there's any more, but cool. I'm excited to read that. And then we went to Books A Million, and I got 2 more books. I got this Star Wars book. I'm in my Star Wars era right now. This one really intrigued me because it's about Sith and Jedi working together for something. The synopsis is kind of vague, but I read the prologue this weekend, so that's why there's a little bookmark in it. Yeah, and this cover is crazy too. Anyway, I was just excited about that. And then I got the TikTok darling Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I've been looking for this shit everywhere. I couldn't find it in my Barnes & Noble. I couldn't find it in my fiance's Barnes & Noble, but Books A Million came through. I'm so excited to read this. I have the audiobook checked out right now. Ooh, I'm so excited. I've heard so many good things about this. I don't even really know what it's about, except 2 people are writing letters to each other. And I actually I read Rebecca Ross's debut the year it came out, the, like, Queen's Rising or something. It's a duology. I never finished the duology. I was never, like, I remember enjoying it, but, like, I had no interest. Like, I just never continued. But, you know, maybe if I really like this, I'll kind of go back to her backlist. This blue, I will say, I love this cover, but the blue text makes me feel like I'm blind. Like, you can't even see the people's names. I don't think that was the best choice. I think it should have been just all white or something, or like the same gold or something as the cover, because you can't see that. Anyway, I've heard the sequel was pushed up to get released this year, so if I love this, I can just jump right in. Super exciting. So anyway, that's all the books I got. I'll put those all away in a second, but now we're here to wrap up this video because I finished Daughter of Sparta. And I did not like it. I'm gonna give it 2.5 stars. I'm so bummed. This was not what I was expecting from this video. Obviously, when you try a first chapter, you're like, yeah, oh, let me grab that. You're like, yeah, I'm super into this. I'm gonna love this. And no, I did not love it. I think I've basically given all of the thoughts that I continued the same thoughts. But the ending pissed me off. I mean, this is a trilogy. I'm obviously not going to continue, but there's 2 more books in the series. And so at the end, obviously, Apollo and Daphne cannot be together because you need the tension for the other 2 books. So the whole book, Apollo is without his powers because Olympus is losing its powers. And that's like the whole plot. And we get to the end, and all, you know, they save Olympus. He gets his powers back, and Daphne's like, "I fell in love with you as a human. Now that you're a god, all of the trust we've built is gone." That's literally what she says, and I'm like, that makes 0 sense because he was a god this whole time. Like, she's acting like he was a human, and I'm like, he wasn't. Like, he was a god. Like. And it's not like he used God powers through the book, like a little bit, even though they were failing most of the time. So that made me so mad. Like, I'm like, this is clearly just so you're not together, so we can have 2 more books of will they, won't they? And I was like, are you kidding? I was so frustrated. Didn't make any sense. I mean, bitch, you knew he was Apollo this whole time. Apollo has not done great things. Like, you knew that. I don't know. I don't think this is a bad book. I think a lot of my feeling toward it is just because I'm so disappointed. And because I just feel like, I don't know, it didn't really stand out. Anyway, so that's that. That's the end of this video. I don't think I've edited any of it, so that'll be something for me to do this week. And I can actually post a video, because all the other ones I haven't been reading the books that I'm supposed to read for them. So I'm going to go back to listening to Yellowface by R.F. Kuang, which has taken over my life today. I literally cannot put that book down. It's like listening to a train wreck happening right in front of me. Anyway, that's a good if you're taking anything from this video, pick up anything by R.F. Kuang. I have enjoyed everything I've read by her. So there we go. Take that. Anyway, have a great night. Bye.